There has never been a greater time than now to invest in the Metro Detroit area, and there is no other investment firm better qualified than Platinum Real Estate Holdings. With 40 years experience and over 1,000 homes sold, let Platinum Real Estate Holdings assist you with the purchase of a city-certified home of the highest quality, turnkey properties, screen renters, yielding instant cash flow. Well, what are you waiting for? Call or visit us online today. Welcome to the weekly recap for the week of May 23rd. In today's recap, we're going to talk about how cottages are selling in northern Michigan, tell you about plans to develop 1,000 apartments in the heart of the city of Detroit, and lastly, talk about an alternative to buy and hold when investing in a hot real estate market. This week's recap begins now. The price of a waterfront home in many northern Michigan lakes has been on the rise in recent years, according to the Detroit Free Press. There are still a few bargains out there, but the big discounts have mostly disappeared. Here are some 2014-2015 Northern Lake average sale price comparisons to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. Torch Lake had an average sale price in 2014 of a little over $608,000. In 2015, the average sale price was over $787,000, a close to 30% increase in 1 year. Elk Lake had an average sale price in 2014 of about $626,000. In 2015, the average sale price was over $739,000. That's more than a $100,000 increase in 1 year. Grand Traverse Bay and East Bay had an average sale price increase of a little over 10%, 2014 to 2015, with properties selling over $540,000. Even Skegamog, Spider, and Intermediate Lakes saw modest increases, with properties selling for an average of $310,000. It just shows Michigan cottage sellers finally are making gains in Michigan. Next, we talk about Detroit and developer Peter Cummings, who is planning to build 1,000 apartments near QLine in Detroit. Peter Cummings, son-in-law of the late billionaire Max Fisher, will announce Monday the formation of a new company called The Platform. This company will invest $250 million to create 1,000 new apartments in Midtown, Techtown, and New Center. The partnership with Dietrich Neuer, who quit as chief investment officer of Southfield-based Redico to form the company, aims to take advantage of the QLine, the Woodward Avenue streetcar that will open next year, serving downtown to New Center. All the housing units will be within walking distance of the tracks. Cummings plans a mixture of rehabs and new construction. There will also be roughly 150,000 square feet of commercial space. The company called Platform will start with 5 buildings. The first 2 are the iconic Fisher and Kahn buildings in New Center, which Cummings and his partners bought at auction last year for $12.2 million. Just for reference, the Fisher, with its Golden Dome and theater, is one of Detroit's best-known skyscrapers. The nearby Kahn building was designed by famed architect Albert Kahn. Cummings also gained control of the building owned by Wayne State University. The other 2 properties haven't been identified. Sensitive to concerns that Detroit neighborhoods are being neglected by investors enamored with the central city, have plans as well. Cummings, in their second phase, is to help revive target commercial strips in the community. The Platform has selected 3 to start. First, help rebuild the devastated Brightmoor neighborhood. Secondly, join strong efforts already underway to transform the area around the University of Detroit Mercy. And finally, to engage in West English Village, the Island View neighborhoods across from Belle Isle. We hope to help create centers around which the neighborhoods can grow from, Cummings says. The third piece of his vision is to develop developers. They plan on employing and training young people who will be the next generation of Detroit investors. Lastly, the Platform hopes to provide an entry point for institutional investors and wealthy individuals who want a piece of the Detroit excitement, but can't figure out how to nudge into a downtown landscape dominated by Dan Gilbert and the Illich family. Cummings is a well-established Detroit developer who did the Whole Foods Market in Midtown, which doubled revenue projections. Lastly, let's talk about an alternative to buy and hold in a hot real estate market. We're going to talk about considering flipping the house instead. If you live in a hot market where housing prices have far exceeded rent, it can be a losing proposition to be a landlord. Cash flow means you make money every month after you account for expenses. If your rent doesn't even cover the mortgage payment, you just bought yourself a job. We all know landlords would rather buy homes that are already in great condition, right? And properties don't start making money until they're rented out. And good luck finding a tenant who will pay for the privilege of living through construction. Homeowners also want that already finished home too. Living through a rehab is dirty and quickly saps your spirit. Here's the advice. When buy and hold numbers don't make sense, analyze your market and see if flipping is a better option. There are 3 keys to flipping that will determine your success or failure. The first key is buy right. Run your numbers based on what comparable properties already fixed up have sold for recently. Make sure you are using comparable properties and location. Number 2, make an accurate budget and stick to it. The easiest way to erase all your profits is to go over budget. If you budgeted $3 per square foot for flooring, choosing a flooring material that costs $5 per square foot is going to throw that line item out of whack. Remember, you don't have to love the finishes. You're not going to be living there. The finishes just have to be stylish and installed correctly. And finally, number 3, hire quality contractors. The most important factor for your success is also one of the most difficult to accomplish. There are many blog posts that have been written on how to find the best contractor. One such post is from Jay Scott. One of his helpful tips is to talk to the guys who are at Home Depot at 6 and 7 a.m. Those are the guys who are up early preparing for the day's work. He also recommends not to talk to the guys who are there between 10 or 11. Those may be the guys who are either just crawling out of bed or who forgot some key components for the day's job. One of the last tips on rehabbing a home is to go big. One successful local agent and real estate flipper purchases top dollar ugly homes and then adds value, a lot of value. He routinely puts between $75,000 and $100,000 into each home, but then turns around and lists the property for at least $200,000 more than he paid for just a short time before. Of course, the house looks completely different. High quality finishes and the latest styles forces his homes into bidding wars, and he knows the comps intimately because he created them. Not every property makes a good candidate for flipping, but if your market prices have outpaced the rents, perhaps it's time to shift strategies and look for new sources of income other than buy and hold. Possibly flipping may be your answer. Well, that's this week's recap. Please share your comments below. Thank you for listening and have a great day. This has been your weekly real estate investment news recap. Did you find this recap helpful? Please like or comment below this video to enter to win a free copy of our ebook, The Ultimate Real Estate Guide for Residential Real Estate Investments. You can also subscribe to our channel or go to our website to receive the latest in real estate news. Our website also affords you the opportunity to view our latest turnkey properties.